today is the first workshop on essay. I will try to dwell upon certain dimensions which are generally neglected by the students, right. Now, before we start the essay class as such, believe me, it is not required that you have completed your GS part. Believe me, there is no requirement for you to have completed the GS to start your essay. Why? I will prove it. Your ability to write a good essay will improve from 3rd, 4th and 5th sessions. Till such time you may struggle a little. Once you are crossing the 3rd, 4th or 5th session, then you will tell UPSC why only 1250 words, give me 5000 words I will write about it. Because once you have learned the art of doing something, then you will not, believe me, you will talk. Now that time the challenge is how to contract that 5000 words into 1250 words. So we will talk about that after the 5th session or 6th session. Okay. Now, anybody having any question related to essay, ask. Any question, sir, asal UPSC lo essay anduk sir, you start from there. I have no problem. Any doubt related. What is an essay? That is also accepted. So that's what my first slide is always is. Doubts about essay writing. What all doubts you have? Essay writing क्या है? क्यों पढ़ना? Do I need to prepare for essay? Generally there is a notion among the students, and believe me, the institutions take advantage of this notion by not teaching them essay. The notion is that if you cover your GS, you can write essay. UPSC odu inka తెలివైనోడు వాడు ఏం చేశాడు, GS essayనే తీసేసాడు, ఇప్పుడు చదువురా అంట. So now understand this notion that if you have mastered GS, you can write essay. It is a false notion. You cannot write an essay because essay is a skill. Essay is a skill. I will do two things. I will not prepare any essay myself. I will ask the class to give a topic for that day's practice. 2017-18 ఢిల్లీలో మీలాగే ఒక తెలివైనోడు వచ్చాడు క్లాస్కి. ఒక ఎస్సే ఇవ్వండి రా అని చెప్తే హీ గేవ్ అన్ ఎస్సే, నథింగ్. దెన్ ఐ ఆస్క్డ్, ఇట్ మీన్స్ దట్ యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీథింగ్ or are you trying to prove that I don't have anything? Let's start the discussion from here. We wrote 8000 words essay on only the word nothing. So if you can write an essay on nothing, then you can write essay on everything or anything. Okay? See, such an intelligent audience. Now ask doubts. क्या essay क्या है, क्यों है? Any doubt? Scope of essay. अरे intelligent audience. He says, what is the purpose of essay? Okay, purpose. Of की जरूरत नहीं है, essay की जरूरत. Purpose. Okay. What qualities UPSC wants to see in the student by asking them to write essay? Purpose. Purpose of essay. You have just now mentioned that essay is a skill. Skill. So does that mean that if you don't have that skill, it doesn't? We are not able to write a good essay. But you can improve. Okay. Generally, people say that for essay writing, you need to be some like. आशिक अंदाज होने की जरूरत नहीं है. You don't have to be a poet to write an essay. You can write some poems in the essay, but you don't have to be Mirza Ghalib to write an essay. कि तुम होती तो ऐसा होता, तुम होती तो वैसा होता, तुम हर बात पे हंसती, तुम हर बात पे गुस्सा होती. But poem you can write. But always remember, whatever poem you want to write in an essay. अच्छा एक बात बताओ, can I write essay in my mother tongue? ऐसे सोच के बोलना, मारूंगा. क्या रे तू? You can write essay in any of the languages mentioned in the 8th schedule of the constitution. కాకపోతే కర్మగాలి ఆ తెలుగు కూడా అట్లనే ఇచ్చింది. That's the problem. You can write the entire mains in your language, no? When you can write the entire mains, obviously you can write essay also. Who is stopping you? But the problem is, essay would be easy, but GS subjects, because there is a technical word dimension, So that will come into play. So most of the students end up writing in stick. Or doubts? Case study essay lo తీసుకొస్తున్నావు. అచ్చా రియల్ టైప్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ రాయొచ్చా రాయొద్దా? ఓకే, రియల్ లైఫ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ అంటే ఏం జరిగిందేంటి? బాధాకరం అయితే రాయొచ్చు. అచ్చా రీడింగ్ ది క్వశ్చన్ ఎట్లా రీడ్ చేయాలి? రీడింగ్ ది క్వశ్చన్. ఓకే, వాట్ ఎల్స్? దాని పేరే ఫిలాసఫికల్ ఎస్సే. సి UPSC is intelligent chap. I'll take you back to history. थोड़ा पीछे लेके जाऊंगा. Ever since UPSC started conducting this examination, essay was not there. It was more technical in its orientation. So people used to take subjects like mathematics, physics, deadly combination, essay, and score very high. There was a trend when doctors were doing exceptionally good in UPSC, 70s, 80s, 90s, and that was a time in 1993, if you go back to the history, essay was reintroduced because UPSC felt వీళ్ళందరూ టెక్నికల్ బుర్రనోళ్ళు వస్తున్నారు కానీ హ్యూమన్ టచ్ లేని వాళ్ళు రావట్లేదు, ఉన్నవాళ్ళు రావట్లేదు. సో దే అండర్స్టూడ్ ఐ ఆమ్ ఓన్లీ catching a technical expert without any human touch, without testing him on various dimensions of human aspects of relationships. So 1993 essay was again reintroduced. What they did when they reintroduced in 93, they used to ask 7 essays and they used to ask you to write only one. But the point was the number of words was more, and the essay paper was only for 200 marks, not 250. The UPSC pattern has changed many a times in the past. The major change happened in 2013. After that 2021 essay का change हुआ है, ठीक है? I'll bring you from 93 to 2021. Now 93 से लेकर 96 तक they used to give 7 essays, you were supposed to write only one. Now I'll ask you a question, though I discussed this with my students in the yesterday's class. Understand, whenever any examination is giving you a choice in the questions, there is a specific requirement that it is looking at. Is there a choice in GS? Prelims lo choice unda? Flip the question. లేదు కదా. So there is no choice in GS, there is no choice in prelims. Optional లో కూడా చాలా తక్కువ చాయిస్ ఉంటుంది. Rarely you will get a choice in optional. It means the demand of UPSC from you in GS, in prelims, in optionals and in essay is different. It means whenever an institution is giving you a choice, it means it wants you to perform at your best. Yes or no? అంతే కదా. ఒక ఎస్సే ఇచ్చి కంపల్సరీగా అందరూ ఈ ఎస్సేనే రాయాలి. If at all UPSC says I am giving you one essay to you and you have to definitely write only this essay, maybe he is an expert in that dimension, maybe she does not know anything about that dimension. So will it be an altruistic method of checking somebody? No. So that's why generally it is felt, if I am giving you a choice out of 7, there is a high probability ఆ 7కి నువ్వు ఎక్కడో కనెక్ట్ అయి ఉంటావు, either personally or in academically or in some dimensions of your life. So what is UPSC is wanting you to give your best shot. Now as she says, reading the question, here the best shot problem comes. When we go inside we will talk about it. 1996 another change came, but in those 93 to 97 out of 7 essay, hardly one essay was abstract. Remaining all 6 were general essays. General essay means your GS preparation will support in exceptionally performing in the essay. So what people again did, they left the abstract essay, they again concentrated on the technical or the GS part of the essay. People again started scoring very high but without any human or emotional touch. So this is when UPSC realized I need to do something. 96 to 2008 UPSC what it did, very intelligently, it reduced it to 6 and added 2 to 3 what you call abstract essays. So out of 6, now you have to write one essay. Now because it gave you more abstract essays, it wanted people actually to pick abstract essays, but still intelligent people like me, they did not pick abstract essay. So in 2008, UPSC decided I need to do something about this. A committee was set up, a committee recommended, now you do one thing, you compartmentalize GS essay and abstract essay. So now the 2008 journey started when the compartmentalization started. This continued till 2021. Now what is happening is, between this 2008 to 2021, intelligent souls like me, they did exceptionally one in the section 1 which was more GS related essay. This section 2 out of 4, they started searching which is close to GS essay. So and I picked up that essay and I only wrote that particular essay. Now UPSC realized in 2021 that I need to change the pattern. So now both the sections you will get philosophical essay. Now the question again comes back, why philosophical essay? Why? అంటే నాలో ఫిలాసఫీ టెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాడా, అదంతా ఫెరోషియస్గా ఉంటుందో వాడికి తెలియదు. Why philosophical essay? What is the purpose? Why is he asking faltu questions? So
maybe because we are dealing with people at the lower level.
Human touch. Fluid, anta technicality loddamma, fluid intelligence, crystallized intelligence. Okay, so he says that basically to check your human centric approach in your personality. Anything else?
Mindset or opinions, are we radicalized towards any ideas?
Okay, so bent of your mind, any ideology that is pushing you, anti-women, anti-nature, there are people. North Indian student का essay पढ़ोगे, if it is women centric essay, essay में माँ बहन करता है, तो ग्राउंड पे क्या करेगा? आई बात समझ में? It is, I am not denying this. Believe me, by reading an essay, not knowing the student, I can know where is he from. I can give domicile certificate based on his essay. Believe me, I am not exaggerating. I can give a domicile certificate based on his essay. I can distinctly at least identify he belongs to north, east, west, or if he cannot write essay, he is from south. That is the only yardstick I have. Most non-expressive souls in the south, most expressive souls in the east, in the east. Bengal, no? Literature that comes out distinctly. Bengalis are too good in essay writing. It's a skill, genetic skill. ठीक है? हाँ. और क्या सवाल है? Just only these questions, no more questions. I had many more questions than you here. हाँ. Okay. Quotes is his question. Do we need quotes in essay? Writing style. Style ante cursive writing lo rayala. Paragraph or points. Okay. Paragraph or points. Okay. What else? Diagrammatic representations, flow charts, బొమ్మలు గీయడము, పెన్సిల్ చాక్ వేయడం, ఇంకేమైనా ఉన్నాయా? Will. Okay. Flow charts. Tone of the essay. Sound వస్తుందా? Okay. Okay. Tone of the essay. Are you aggressive in your expression or not? Okay. Good. People where they sit, no, उससे पता लग जाता है क्वेश्चन क्या आएगा. हाँ. అంటే ఏంటమ్మా? ఓకే, ఎన్ని డైమెన్షన్స్ ఓపెన్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, What else? हाँ बेटा. What is?
Poet.
నీలో ఉన్న పోయెట్ నాకు తెలిసేసు. It will help, but you cannot write the entire essay in poetic style. To express a viewpoint, you can use the help of a poem once, maximum twice, not more than. Even if it is a Telugu poem, you have to convert it into English and write in English only, Roman English only, because he has to understand, no? నువ్వు రాసేవు ఎదుటోడికి అర్థం కాలేదు, డోంట్ కాల్ మీ అగైన్ అని మెసేజ్ వస్తుంది. Picking an essay, impressing the examiner. Okay, good. Doubt? हाँ. और कोई doubt नहीं? Skills to write. What skills you need to write an essay? What skills you need to write? ఎవరో అడిగారు రీడింగ్ ది క్వశ్చన్. యూ వాంటింగ్ టు ఆస్క్ దిస్ ఓన్లీ హౌ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. చాలా అర్థం కావట్లేదు మనకి, ఎస్సే అవుతుంది కానీ హౌ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. ఓకే, వాడికి ఏం కావాలా? లాంగ్వేజ్. ఓకే, टाइम तो है बेटा. यू कांट से आई विल गिव यू नेक्स्ट ईयर. 90 मिनट्स में लिखना है, सिंपल. 2 एस्से लिखना है 3 घंटे में, so 90 minutes you have to write 1 essay. You cannot say my thoughts come only in the evening, I'll take it home and bring it back. That won't work, है ना? Come again.
Even in English medium essay, people have used Sanskrit shlokas in past. Is it?
Not suggestive. Not suggestive. If I am against Sanskrit, you bought it. संस्कृत श्लोक को इंग्लिश में लिखना. अगर तुमको कोई भी श्लोक लिखना है, काठिन्यम स्थावरे काय बहुता सर्वमर्पितम इदम तू ते भक्ति नम्रम सतामाराधनम वपुहु, इंग्लिश में लिखो. अरे इंटरमीडिएट का है, मेरा नहीं है. I did in 98, I still remember. My teacher used to do Bettam, so I remember till today. You would have forgotten 3 years before. But Sanskrit भी लिखना है, English में ही लिखना है. Understand this. Writing a slok is not prohibited. Whatever you write in English, उसको गाली भी देना है. You are a son of a dash, English में. But grammatically you should be correct. That you are son of a dash. Huh? Only the words have to be converted. You should not translate it into English and then write. No, this slok in Sanskrit, but you are writing in English. That's called Roman English. That's called Roman English. Huh? Syllabus. Okay. Okay. Essay syllabus undi. He is making a statement that there is a syllabus for essay. Okay. Huh? Understanding question problem. Yeah, I'll talk about steps to write essay. Okay, good. He is talking about, sir, सब फालतू बातें लिखना कैसे है बताओ. Steps to write essay. ठीक? हाँ. Anything else? Ma'am, your good name? Madam. Madam's good name. Shiva registered, ma'am. Saifa. Saifa, ma'am. Okay. Ma'am, you don't have any questions to ask? No? Okay. Chalo. हाँ.
Which dimension to come first?
हाँ. Sequencing of dimensions. ये dimension के time पे we'll talk about sequencing of dimensions. Anything left out? Anything left out in the list of questions that we have spoken? there were some students, sir మీరు ఎస్ఏలో ఒక 100 రాసి ఇవ్వండి మేము బట్టి కొట్టుకొని వెళ్ళిపోతాం. అది కూడా నేనే రాసి ఇవ్వాలి వాడికి, వాడు ఓన్లీ బట్టియే కొడతాడు. See, understand why history I have covered the history of essay. Now understand why essay. See, listen, suno. Come. Why essay? Understand. In GS, I know you have books to study. I know you have a source to study. See, there is something known as psychological test. Philosophy and psychology are sister subjects. Psychology is coming from philosophy only. Okay? Sister subjects in some ways. Understand, when I know you don't have anything to study about something, if I am forcing you to write, you will write what you are, not what you know. Understand, you will write what you are and not what you know. And through essay, I am not at all interested in what you know, I am interested in who you are. Now again the question comes, is it a foolproof knowing of who you are? No, right? It is not a foolproof way to know who you are. Now, if it is not a foolproof way to know who you are, why are you wanting to know who I am? What is the next step of knowing you who you are? The personality test. Don't call it interview now. It is a test of your, the same what I was wanting to know. So can I say essay is nothing but interview in writing without meeting you in person? Without meeting you in person, I draw a portrait of you. This is you, without meeting you. When I call you for interview, it should exactly match who you are. Now, is there any method that the interview people are keeping your essay onto the side of the table when they are taking your interview? No. Believe me, interview is one subject where people get 106, people get 206. What is the difference? The difference is either you are in or you are out. If you were a person who proved that you are this, but when it came to this, you proved no, you are this. This is a way to correct the mistakes that the UPSC would have done in your essay and in your GS. See, that is the reason why interview has the power to reject you. Not directly. Definitely they cannot say you are rejected. At max they can give you less marks. If they give you less marks, automatically you are rejected. So understand, when you are wanting to write who you are without anything in your mind that this will be cross tested in prelims, in the personality test, you will not change who you are. I can take exactly 2 minutes to know who you are in a personal one-to-one interview. 2 minutes. इंटरव्यू रूम में जैसे तुम कॉन्फिडेंटली एंटर करके बैठते हो ना, एंड व्हेन यू स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट योरसेल्फ, within 2 to 3 minutes I know who you are, but I am still giving you 30 minutes time to prove that what I know is wrong, so that you go closer to. When you write an essay as an example of somebody who is good, who that is not you, somebody else, will you be ever able to reflect the same thing in PT? What will happen? You will collapse. In that case, what you are writing in essay is not a true reflection of who you are. And if that is so, what is the purpose of essay? Why essay in UPSC? अरे मेरा क्वेश्चन समझ में आया? He is telling you indirectly, if you want to become an IAS officer, you have to bring in a change in your personality through training. This training is before you actually get selected. Now this training is, nobody is sitting in front of you and training you like a dog. No. You have to start changing how you look at the world. You have to start accepting how you look at the world. I was having a discussion with Satyapriya just before the class related to LGBT community. Why that acceptance is not coming in this society. She was arguing from one dimension, I was arguing from another dimension. After 10 minutes, largely I could convince her why I am arguing from another perspective. She was non-supportive because of certain, what you call some things she saw somewhere. I was still supportive of the cause. At the end of the day, marriage as an institution is nothing but companionship. Hello? Other than dowry, okay. No? Agree? Arre, dowry is not going anywhere. Other than dowry, marriage is all about companionship. When companionship means you should like the company of others or you should dislike the company of others. Now tell me, if gender is playing a role in you liking the company of others, how far is it justified? I told you in my GS classes, always take a liberal view. Now taking a liberal view without you imbibing that liberal view in your personality will not fetch you anything in UPSC. You have to accept it core in your heart also. Yes, they also have a right to, see, Supreme Court has already told, no, right to marry is within the right to life and personal liberty. Then if you bring the sex of a person as a factor of consideration, where is the right to equality? Yes or no? This society may take time to accept it. There was a question in ethics yesterday. I asked the students to write the limitations of a nuclear family in imbibing values to a child. Question समझ में आया? Limitations of a nuclear family in imbibing values. Now everybody wrote limitations, good, but nobody wrote limitations are there, but there are certain positive outcomes also. इस किसी ने बात ही नहीं की. Though I am asking you limitation, at least in conclusion you say, if we forget to see the flip side of the coin, where nuclear family is bringing in a dimension of accepting the diversity in the society, giving more value to individual preferences than societal or family preferences, that is also a positive change. No? Nobody wrote. You all got stuck in limitation only. Oh, limitation bhi dhang se nahi likhe. Understand, even if you are a nuclear family, you are taking your kids to your roots once a while, festivals, functions, you are going, your roots are coming to your towns, your grandparents, your parents, your uncle, aunt are coming. That is also a chance to reinforce the spirit of your family. The biggest limitation of nuclear family is practices in a family, especially the procedure of worship, which differs. The moment you come to town with your son and your wife or your husband and your child, what will happen is the element of worship will get minus from your personality. That is what is the biggest limitation. And the worship has not only the religious dimension but the spiritual dimension also of submission in front of so-called God, respect in front of so-called elders. ये सब लिखना था. The problem is you people have not developed the art of thinking. If I take a topic, revenge is justified but forgiveness is divine. Revenge is justified but forgiveness is divine. Everybody supported forgiveness. People forgot revenge is justified. Nobody wrote. First of all, what revenge means to you. The best way to revenge is to stop thinking about him or her. Nobody wrote those dimensions. So understand, UPSC through an essay is trying to see how deeply you can think about a small dimension. Yesterday I was discussing, if youth could if age new, ये ऐसे था 2003 or 4. The essay was simple. If youth knew, if age could. अब साला ये जीएस में कहां पढ़ोगे? जीएस में किधर पढ़ोगे? Where will you read about this? If youth knew, if age could. The problem is 99% of the people will not understand what is the question. 99%. What will you do? You will simply వీడేదో పిచ్చి మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు, మనకు సంబంధం లేదు అని వదిలేదు. If youth knew, he is diversifying. Whenever there is if, there are two sides. Whenever there is but, there are two sides. If youth knew, there are some youth who know, there are some youth who. Swami Vivekananda, I was telling her today, he died at the age of 39. He died in youth. Shankaracharya 32, he died in youth. He shook the entire philosophy of God, everything. 32, he died. But still you are talking about him. Bhagat Singh, 23, he died. If you even keep the revolutionary side of Bhagat Singh, what dimensions of a personality he portrayed in front of the mighty British. तुम्हारे को एक पुलिस स्टेशन से कॉल आ जाएगा, तुम भाग जाओगे. Yes or no? So it means the courage of conviction that what I believe is right and I want to bring this change even at the cost of my death. It means that youth also knew, but the moment you see this, you take youth into the negative dimension. If you cannot think abstractly, if I want you to write 10 names of youth who have, Elon Musk is also youth, 51 years ka yaar, what he has achieved. Mark Zuckerberg again 39, Satya Nadella again 51. I have not read their kundlis. Don't look at me like that. I have not read their kundlis. Why I know their ages verbatim by heart is I compare myself with them. Swami Vivekananda died at the age of 39. I have already crossed him. Where was he? Where am I? Understand? It means there were some youth who also knew. Yes or no? I was giving this example to him, I think. If your mobile gets repaired, which is latest mobile, you go to a shop, there are two people sitting to repair. One is 22 years old, the other is 55 years old. Whom will you give your mobile to repair? 22. 55 कौन देगा? कौन देगा 55 वाला? You will not get it back. Believe me, you will not get it back. It will again go to 22. Why? Because the fluid intelligence of 22 is still high than 55. But the same situation, you go to repair your old watch, same two people are sitting, whom will you give? 55. Why is it so? Because the 55 years fellow has experience of repairing the watch, but because it is a latest mobile, only a young boy will be able to know it and do it. So it means that there are dimensions that youth only, they are better than them. But when I talk about if age could, what is this could? What is this could? What is this could? If age could. Pandra, if age could what? If age could what? Youth knew, समझ में आया ना? Youth knew, समझ में आया. Age could. What is this could?
If they knew that
Very good, excellent. All of you are wrong. This age could is basically he is talking from the perspective of elderly and their capability of doing See, imagine a society where youth could and youth knew and age could. Remove the if, youth knew and age could. Can anybody influence that society? सवाल ही नहीं उठता. It means the gap here and the gap here is what the enemy looks at. When you have your defenses, will the enemy hit the strongest held defense or will the enemy hit the weakest held defense? Obviously, his entire effort is to find out where is the gap in your defenses, and the gap is, if I say he is good, Mark Zuckerberg, Vivekananda, all your Satya Nadella, all okay. But what is this new? If the youth knew, what is the value of? Understand, what he knew, what he does not knew. The value of impatient, no? కొడితే ఒకటే దెబ్బ కొట్టాలి. Overnight I should become rich. Don't have patience. If youth knew the value of wisdom, the value of maturity, the value of patience, the value of forgiveness, and very, very important, the value of what evil is. Now tell me, after you do this kind of bracketing, writing 1250 words is difficult. The problem is we are not able to bisect the topic because our abstract thinking has not been created in a particular flow. All your academic career, people said pustakam chaduko, raatri chaduko, poddunelli rasesi ra. What is the end result? 16 backlogs, 15 backlog is a centenary word. Before 2000, backlog word did not exist. I was still in the university. Backlog word was not there. The simple word was 2 subjects failed. The backlog word was not there. Backlog is a recent addition in the vocabulary of BTech. Yes or no? Third year lo 16 backlog lu. Backlog ఏముంది ఎమ్మడు 3 సంవత్సరాలు ఫెయిల్ అయిపోయిండు. బ్యాక్లాగ్ అని గొప్ప చెప్పుకుంటున్నాడు వాడు. ఓకే, అండ్ హీ విల్ ప్రౌడ్లీ సే ఐ క్లియర్డ్ 16 backlogs in one go. Not he, his father was saying this, and very proudly. I took a break and I had a sip of water. Am I missing something here? And he is proudly telling, my son will definitely pass UPSC. Then I also said, yes sir, he will pass. क्या बोलूं अब, साला दिमाग ही नहीं है. तो example is, his father is a classic example. He is missing this when he should possess this. వాడు కాల్లో ఉన్న చెప్పు తీసుకొని వాడిని కొడితే సక్కగవుతాడు వాడు. వాడికేమో యాపిల్ ఫోన్ ఇచ్చిండు, యాపిల్ వాచ్ ఇచ్చిండు, వాడేమో నేను మాట్లాడుతుంటే పైన చూస్తున్నాడు. మావాడు యూపీఎస్సీ కొడతాడు సార్ అంట, డెఫినెట్గా గోడ కొడతాడు సార్ అని చెప్పిన. I did not give him admission, believe me. He came with his son and daughter, both carrying 13 Pro Max phone Apple, both wearing Apple watches. I said, sir, sorry, this is not the place for your kids. No sir, they will work hard. Let them work hard at home, not here. Simple. Understand this. What if age could? What is that could? Age could. What is that age could? Use the technology. See, if there is a problem, I put myself in this bracket. Humbly, I will put myself in this bracket. If I am using a system, if the system stops functioning, my mind will also stop functioning. I will pick up the phone. Srinath, who is sitting here, వాడు కాల్ చేసి అమ్మ నా బూతులు తిడతా. ఏం సిస్టమ్ ఇచ్చినవరా, ఇది స్టార్ట్ చేసిన వెంటనే 5 నిమిషాల తర్వాత ఆగిపోతుంది. అది ఎప్పుడు అవుతుంది అని చెప్పి కంట్రోల్ వేసి కొట్టుకుంటూ అలసిపోతున్నా. బట్ ఐ కెనాట్ గో వన్ స్టెప్ బ్యాక్ into the system and see what is the problem. It means I have a problem that I can't do something with the technology. That's the catch. In this entire essay, one more dimension, what age could, any example? Age could, elderly could. అరే ఎల్డర్లీకి వాల్యూస్ ఇవ్వడానికి ప్రయత్నించు, చెప్పులతో పడతాయి. The ethics that you will learn in the class is for you and for the next generation. If you try to teach what I teach to the previous generation, they will come to teach me what to teach to the next generation. What I will teach is for you and for the next generation. You have to live what they are expecting from you. That you cannot avoid, because their value system have been established. They will not change come what may. I have not been able to change my mother. If I can't change her, nobody can change their parents. Simple logic. My father failed, how can I to change? What else? Age could. One dimension in the family structure. Age could. చెప్పమ్మా కరెక్ట్. అనాలిసిస్ అంటే ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పు. Point correct. You are there. The ability to analyze better a situation. See, the age could agree. They struggle to accommodate a new viewpoint. You try to tell something, అమ్మా నీకు తెలియదు ఇది ఇట్లా ఉంటుంది, నాకు చెప్పిన బాగానే ఉంది, మీ నాన్న ఎదురు నోరిపితే చంపబోతుంది. షీ విల్ వెరీ క్లియర్లీ టెల్ యూ, బికాస్ షీ నోస్ హీ విల్ నాట్ accommodate, because he is struggling because of his age. Exactly, it has been established. It has been established. You cannot change it. I struggled for 12 to 13 years with my mother to get a maid to cook at home. 13 years I struggled with her. That Brahman cult, no? Don't know who she is. I said human being. How will she cook the way we eat? Nothing worked. When she badly fell ill, only then, under that stressful situation, she accepted. First 1 week, it was hell for me at home. She was finding all faults possible in her. I told myself I'll spend minimum time at home. And I told my maid, whatever my mother says, you will just keep. The problem was she also belonged to that. మీరు కొట్టుకొని చావండి, నాకు సంబంధం లేదు, ఫుడ్ పెడితే తింటా, లేదంటే బయట నుంచి తెప్పించుకొని తింటా. But she will continue to come. I had to force that maid onto my mother. Now she has accepted, okay, fine. But she has changed her as per her taste and other things. I am okay with that. Okay? Understand, we will struggle with this, with our parents. Any other example somebody can give? Age could. Then we'll move next forward. If age could. Value of age could. ikkadi oka word undi, if. He was not there initially, so I have to explain. The essay is, if youth knew, if age could. So I am wanting you to give an example what value is generally missing in the elderly. Accommodation मैं इसलिए एक वर्ड लिख दिया, मेरे को मालूम है तुम 15 वर्ड दोगे बोले. Accommodate, हाँ. One more thing that the age will struggle to do. Come again. Accepting an ideology, accommodation. मेरे को पता है. साफिया. Lack of use of technology. Huh? There is a very old English proverb, Meet me after the class, I'll tell you. If you show ego in front of your dad, that is the last display of ego. The elders show ego. Birthright, can't do anything. కొన్ని కాదు అన్నీ ఉంటాయి. Till such time you are dependent on your father, yes sir, 3 bags full. The day you are not dependent, believe me, he'll stop saying. Male ego. And your father will stop saying once you have a wife, because he knows somebody has taken my role. I don't have to. Accommodate new culture. एक डायमेंशन है जो आप लोगों से मिस हो रहा है. Linguistic skill is difficult to imbibe at a later stage. Two dimensions, one is locomotive skill and linguistic skill. These two skills are difficult to do. Locomotive means మీరేసిన కప్పగంతులు వాళ్ళే, simple. Locomotive skills is somersaulting and all, what we do they cannot do. Now that I have dissected the essay, can you write 1250 words? Or yes or no? Only these points the board will fill. Is there any dearth in dimensions now? Understand, each and every word has to be broken. What is the essence of that word? And he wants you to write in that abstract manner only, in that abstract dimension only. One dimension that you need to understand is, whenever you open any dimension, you have to just do one thing: support it with an example, a life experience, or some prominent person talking about it. That's all you have to do in an essay. Either first hand experience, your own example. Second, examples in your family system. Third, what any prominent person spoke about this particular dimension, you need to bring in, or any book that has spoken about this. Have you read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad? An excellent book, one of the world's best selling books till date. Rich Dad Poor Dad. ఒక డబ్బున్న తండ్రి కొడుకుని ఎట్లా వాట్ యు కాల్ హౌ హీ పెంచుతాడు, ఐ వాజ్ అబౌట్ టు సే ఉంచుతాడు, అండ్ హౌ అ పువర్ డాడ్ విల్ గ్రో హిస్ చైల్డ్, అండ్ వాట్ ఆర్ ది వాల్యూ సిస్టమ్స్ దట్ ఎ పువర్ చైల్డ్ విల్ imbibe, and what are the value system a rich child will imbibe. If I ask you, a poor child, what are the value systems that a poor child will imbibe, is it difficult to write? 100 points వస్తాయి. A value system that a rich child will imbibe: 1, he cannot sustain stress. He cannot sustain any stress. He'll look for excuses, comfort, very important. Now tell me, his attachment with his family is stronger in bonding or his attachment? Why? ఏమి ఇయ్యలే వాళ్ళ నాన్నవాడికి, చెడ్డీతో సప్తే పైన ఏం లేకుండా తిరుగుతున్నాడు, బట్ వాడు నాన్నని ఎవడేమనంటే చంపేస్తాడు. వై? The bonding is purely out of emotion and not out of. You remember that Ala Vaikuntapuram? When he comes to know that he is not his dad, but he still says, I cannot tell this to anybody, because if I tell, the mother who feels that I am her child may lose her son. Just for the sake of property, I cannot kill a. నేను అమ్మ అన్నంత మాత్రాన తను తల్లి అయిపోదు అని ఒక డైలాగ్ కొడతాడు తబు గురించి. సో అండర్స్టాండ్ దిస్, బికాస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ ఎమోషన్. అరే ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? అరే అర్థమవుతుందా? సినిమా స్టోరీలాగా వింటున్నారు. लिखो, I'll talk about. Now that I have spoken for good about 40-45 minutes, see, your essay is testing only these three: your imaginative skills, your analytical skills, and your linguistic skills. When I am say linguistic skills, how to describe a particular thought process or a particular experience. This is what it is trying to test, either a thought process or a particular experience. This is what it exactly wants to know, what is going on in your head. See, now that I have spoken for 45 minutes, did you not understand it is all about imagination? Hello, it is all about imaginations which are somewhere coming out of personal experiences or your exposure in life, yes or no? So now when I am asking you to imagine, can you imagine something what you are not? Try to imagine that you are Amitabh Bachchan. How long you can imagine? 30 seconds. After that the thought process will break. If I ask you to imagine what you are all about, it may go for a longer period. So when I am testing your imagination knowingly or unknowingly is revolving around your own personality. So knowingly or unknowingly you are writing about yourself only. You cannot write about me, believe me, not more than 3 lines. సార్ వస్తారు, ఏదో టైం పాస్ చేస్తారు, నవ్విస్తారు, నవ్వడానికి వెళ్తాం, అందులో ఏం లేదు, not more than 3 lines. Take. Now what do you understand? I'll come back to imaginative, one second. What do you understand by analytical skills here in the essay? Analytical skills in the essay అసలు ఏంటది? How are you able to analyze, bisect a dimensional thought process? Yes or no? Yes or no? There was an essay, here again I forgot. Life is all about a journey from human being to being. వాడు పదాలతో ఆడుకుంటున్నాడు, ఇండైరెక్ట్గా మన జీవితాలతోనే ఆడుకుంటున్నాడు. He says life is all about a journey from human being to being human. अब इसमें कौन सा जीएस का सब्जेक्ट सपोर्ट करेगा आपको? You tell me. You have read polity, economy, history, IR, international relations, internal security, ethics, what you call history, art and culture. What supported you in writing this essay? Did any subject supported you? Good. One subject that will support you is ethics, provided somebody had taught you at that level where each and every word has been explained to you. Now what do you understand the difference being between human being and being human? What is the difference?
Human being is a biological form and being human is a emotional and
Not biological form. He is Salman Khan, he is Shah Rukh Khan. More easier way of he says it is a journey from being selfish to now. Which are the philosophies or philosophers Who spoke about this?
Our ancient text gave a word Asudeva.
Philosophies, philosophers. Now, an example from your personal life. Will it not add value? Maybe your grandfather did a particular act which was from selfish to selfless. Portraying your grandfather as great is not the point of concern for the invigilator. No. You remembering that point means you have valued this. Understand the psychology. That is where the psychology as subject comes. You will remember things or events that had a marked impact on your mind. Other things we tend to forget over a period of time. If at the age of 22, 24, what your grandfather did 15 years, if you understand exactly and represent it exactly, the poor farmer who came with his wife and 2 children half naked went back happily. I still remember the happiness in their eyes. They felt as if God has come onto the Mother Earth and came to rescue them in the most testing times of their life. It means that particular, and you are a person, if given an opportunity, you will also do the same thing with others. And if you write a story, I used to go for hunting with my grandfather, the way he used to kill the animals in the forest, I loved it. What message you have given? You are this element of being human has not yet come in you. Understand? So he is wanting to know, if I leave you in this society with a chair of power, if an authority of power, will you utilize it for selfish purpose or for? This is what he is trying to see in you. Understand this dimension. So that is the reason why writing an essay is an art of imagination, and trying to construe that it was a selfless act is your ability to analyze things. Many a times it so happens, as a child all of us would have done, I have done many a times, that we find a puppy on the road coming back from the school. Yes or no? हम घर पे लेके आते हैं, the mother shouts, father generally silent, because mother is shouting, no, opposite में रहना है हमेशा, ठीक है, तो father is silent, okay. The night mother says it will not come inside the house, you spend the night outside with the dog. Have you ever done this? It means you had only pity, no compassion. It means you had only pity, no compassion. Your sir has spent 6 days outside the house in the night with the dog, and that dog lived with us for 14 years. Believe. Understand, it means your spirit to safeguard somebody is much higher than your own personal comfort. Staying out in the night may sound easy, but very difficult. Believe me, literally there were times when I and that dog both slept. Outside the house does not mean only Gadpadati, boundary that. People are thinking my father has punished me, because he was capable of doing that also. People thought, and one aunt, nearby aunt, beta ghar mein aake so ja. She is asking me to come to her place and sleep, thinking that I am under. So understand this. Nobody could even think I am sleeping outside for the dog. It means people could not even think at that level. It means they could not understand this capability. And lastly, the linguistic. See, essay is not the test of language. Please try to understand. You don't have to write Shakespeare's English. We can't write also, even if you want to. But at the same time, minimum grammatical mistakes, simple framing of sentences, the points that you bring for discussion should be good. They should be abstract in nature, they should be good. Now, I spoke for nearly an hour. Did I speak about economy, polity, history, geography? Baat kiya? It means I am talking all abstract things. Yes or no? When I am saying it is all about imagination is an art, and expressing that imagination in a language is a linguistic skill. Try to develop this linguistic skill. Nothing to do, simple, I am telling. When you get up in the morning, how do you want to spend your day? Not how you are going to spend. वो तो వాడిచ్చిన దరిద్రం ఇడ్లీ తిని వాడు చెప్పే ముష్టి క్లాస్కి వెళ్ళి ఇలా రోజు గడపాలి అది కాదు. దట్స్ నాట్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్. ఐ వాంట్ యూ టు థింక్ ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఆర్ నో రెస్ట్రిక్షన్స్ అండ్ బౌండింగ్స్ అరౌండ్ యూ, హౌ వుడ్ యూ లైక్ టు స్పెండ్ ది డే? What would you like to do? If I remove the watch from your hand, how you will live your day? Understand? I'm telling you, if I leave you for a day, what would you like to do defines who you are. If you like to go for a swim, you are a person who are health conscious. If you like to go for a what you call wilderness, to the forest, it means you are a person who is close to the nature, intrinsically at least. If you want to spend a movie, you are a different person. If you want to listen to music, you are a different person. If you want to catch an old friend, you are a person who is a bonded person. Understand this? So when I leave you for a day, what you want to do, you are that person. So try to know that person more and more and more, so that in essay you can express about that person much better, and keep your line of thought closer to that person. Then only you will get. See, GS writing is very easy to teach. Essay writing is a skill. That is why it will take 5 dedicated sessions to teach you the art of thinking. We will get into the core aspect, don't worry. How to write introduction, how to move from introduction to main body to conclusion में कैसे जाना है, मैं सब सिखाऊंगा, चिंता मत करो. Today, because it is the first session, I am only teaching how to think. So once you learn the art of thinking, it is all about structuring. वो structuring हो जाएगा. That I am promising you. 5th session you will be masters of writing essay. You don't need 6th session also. 5th session में तुमको समझ में आ जाएगा कि लिखना क्या है, ठीक है? And believe me, in this entire essay writing, brainstorming is the most difficult part. Brainstorming the essay is the most difficult part. We will come to that in some time. ठीक? This we have discussed. Why philosophical essay? Please make a note. Why I want to write is, you keep reminding yourself why UPSC is asking me these faltu essays. The reason is no perfect answer to the essay. That's the beautiful part about essays. There is nobody who can say I have written a perfect essay. It means this essay is always specific to a person. ठीक है? That's the most beautiful part of essay. Done? इतना लेट कैसे होगा? हो गया? How you connect with the world, very important. The convent where Mother Teresa was as a child, as a pupil in the convent, there were hundreds of other children also. When she saw suffering over the boundary of her convent, only she was moved, the rest all went ahead in their lives. It means the others could not connect with the suffering, only she connected with the suffering. It means her ability to connect with the world was much better than everybody else who passed through the same building, same classroom, same infrastructure. That's why only one Mother Teresa became, rest all became commoners in this world. Yes or no? Do we remember who all passed out with her? No. Because they did not connect with the world the way she connected with the world. That was suffering nearer to her. So that took her into the next level. See, this is very important. What do you understand by ideological underpinnings? Larger, definite set of thoughts. I would say larger would not be a right word. Your relationship with a definite set of thoughts is ideological. Definite set of thoughts. Definite set of thoughts. Are you a person who is a firm believer in religion? Are you a religious person? Are you a spiritual person? Are you a person who believes in amassing wealth? Are you a person who is a giver? Are you a person who is social? Are you a person who is individualistic? Or you are a social service guy? All these dimensions come under the ideological underpinnings. Whenever you write a paragraph, remember this, in essay or a page, see what you are portraying in these dimensions. If from that essay, from these 5 points nothing is coming, your essay is useless. You have written 1250 words, but it is useless unless and until it does not bring out these elements of you in that page, and very important, coherently, in sync with each other, coherently, it should bring. Language, I told you, simple, simple, simple. You will complicate, believe me, you will complicate. She used a word today, some ceiling effect. I looked up. It's not that I don't know what is the ceiling effect, I know, but I don't want her to use that vocabulary. See, there are students who have this habit of writing, yes, I agree, when you are not supposed to agree. You will never write in UPSC in first tense, I agree, I don't agree. Why do you agree? ऐसा नहीं लिखना है. We may accept the viewpoint, but with certain limitations. ऐसा लिखना है. Balanced, Buddha's middle path. Buddha's middle path. Even if you want to write, I hate Modi, you cannot write I hate Modi. You always can say, we can have a better Prime Minister than Modi. You can say this, you have every right to say, but you cannot say I hate Modi. If you hate, somebody will love you. Then problems will be there. ठीक? अच्छा, just 2 minutes I will talk. There is a notion amongst the students that GS 5, 4 subjects 1000 marks, optional 2 subjects 500 marks, and interview 275 marks. Why only for 250 marks? अलग से क्यों effort लगाना? When I can do well in other dimensions and score high. Believe me, if you work on your essay, your score in GS, your score in optional, and your score in interview will drastically improve. The reason why people do not teach you essay writing is because people cannot teach you essay writing. Believe you, I cannot teach you how to write an essay. I can tell you how to write an essay. You will have to find your own unique way. That's why I said there is no. It is your best answer. It is not a perfect answer. It is only your best answer. I will take you there. Can I ever teach you something beyond where you are better? And leave you in an examination hall for a checking. You can perform up to a point only till such time you are best there. So I will leave you at your best answer. Now how to improve this best is in your hands. Bringing more thoughts, bringing more references, writing quotes, writing shlokas, writing world experiences, writing individual experiences. This is how you will improve the level of best. Okay? Now, this we have studied. Is essay all about creative writing? The big answer is yes. Essay is all about creative writing. That is why anything which is creative in writing, it becomes a skill, and skill will take time to come. एक क्लास में नहीं आएगा, 5 से 6 क्लास you would have done, no? Somebody would be a artist, painter and all. So some strokes are taught to you. Over a period of time you master those strokes. That is when the improvement in your performance will come. So it will take time. But believe me, it is a skill to be mastered. Some may be naturally good, some may struggle. If you feel you are struggling, the only answer is you have to put more efforts. That's all. ऐसा नहीं है कि you cannot master. You can master, but maybe a little more effort than others. Yeah, please make a note. Now we enter into the the core dimension, steps to essay writing. The first step is very important, as she brought out, understanding the topic, which is the most crucial part of your essay. Then brainstorming, then structuring. This is pre-production. You can release a teaser. Pre-production. ठीक है? Pre-production means technically you have not started writing. Okay? Technically you have not started writing. Now we will talk about one topics. Pick up any essay, old essay, or you give any essay. Will hey chal raha hai? हाँ, okay, you have an essay. Okay, let her give an essay. She is feeling nostalgic. अच्छा यही लिखा है, a topic of students' choice. हाँ बोल सकते हैं.
I am a warrior, so that my son will be a merchant, so that his son will be a poet.
And his son will be a warrior. Hello, मैं बोल रहा हूँ. हाँ. Twice. He has an essay, she has. Will. Chicken is also waiting. She is reminding me. बोला सर కోడ్ మిస్ అయితే బాగోదు, కావాలంటే ఇంకొక సెషన్ పెట్టుకొని మళ్ళీ వస్తా గంట తర్వాత, కానీ నా కోడ్ అయితే మిస్ అవ్వదు.
Courage to accept and dedication to improve are the two keys to success.
हाँ क्या है रे, आई एम अ वॉरियर. आई एम अ वॉरियर. हाँ उसके बाद क्या है, so that my son will be a merchant, so that his son could be a poet, and it has one more sentence which you have not written, and his son will be a ऐसा ही है, इतिहास ऐसा ही लिखा गया है. This is the cycle of generations. I gave an example, no? Her father, both the kids, her father said, sir నేను జీరో నుంచి పైకి వచ్చిన, నా పిల్లలకి కావాల్సింది అన్నీ ఇచ్చిన. their son, the next generation of both the kids will be a poet. తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఏమవుతాడు, మళ్ళీ వారియర్ పుడతాడు. See, you can talk poetism when this is full. Kabir. Maximum references of Kabir ke dohe are there in Holy Granth. Kabir says, धीरे धीरे रे मना धीरे ही सब होत, माली सींचे 100 घड़ा रुत आए फल होत. धीरे धीरे रे मना, patience. He is talking about the value of patience. धीरे धीरे रे मना, he is telling to his own mind, please mind understand, things will take time. धीरे धीरे रे मना, मना मन, धीरे ही सब होत, माली सींचे 100 घड़ा. The caretaker of a farm will plant the water for 30-40 years maybe, and only when the time comes, only then it will start bearing the. माली सींचे 100 घड़ा रुत आए फल होत. Only when the season and the time comes, the fruit will start bearing. It cannot be so you plant a tree every day in the morning, pluck and see hello, then there is no need to see next day, right? So this is where he is talking about a value of patience. Now, can you tell the value of patience when you are hungry? Hungry means about to die. Can you teach value of patience to a lion that is hungry? First it will eat you, then it will patiently try to understand what you were trying to tell. Yes or no? So this analogy of the crux of this particular so-called topic of essay is that one generation becomes a warrior, in some dimensions wealth may come, that wealth will be used as investment, or next generation may become a merchant. Because the wealth has got over a period of time, people will start talking about niti, nijayati and all. That's how people will become a poet. Because people became poets, did not concentrate much on the amassing of wealth, again he will be born to be a warrior, again the cycle continues. This is the essence of life. All our lives, this is the essence. Believe me. Generally, that is the reason why you see, father is a normal private worker somewhere. The son has, rickshaw puller's son has become a IAS officer. His son will become a Shakespeare, and his son will again become a rickshaw puller. Believe me, this is the truth of life, because nothing is permanent in this world. So that change, that is the basic essence of our essay. Okay? We will talk about it. You were telling something, sir? River twice, the same river twice. He says you cannot step into the same river twice. If you step, there is no big fool than you. What do you understand? Essence. कौन हाथ खड़ा करना, बोलना नहीं. What is the essence of the message in this essay? कौन बताएगा? नहीं, essence क्या है? हाँ, the essence is value of. इसके ऊपर 10,000 words लिख सकते. You can write 10,000 words on this topic. Step same, you cannot step into the same river twice. See, the river is not constant, it is. The flowing water is a depiction of passing time. If you jump into a water at a particular time and come out of it, if you want to take a leap again, that water has already passed by. So in this dimension, you are bringing the value of time, and time is one such beautiful dimension that can be opened up into so many multiple dimensions. Value of, first give me broad dimensions, then in that broad dimension we will go into minor dimensions, broad dimensions. No, I am asking broad dimension. Think broad, time, ఎవరెవరికి ఇంపార్టెంట్? మనుషులకి, హ్యూమన్స్. She says time is important for humans. This would be the biggest stratification of your essay. In this humans you will start we'll talk about, we'll give a చెప్పు పవన్, చెప్పరా. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చెప్పు? See, you have seen the elder people more spiritual. This same person would not have been spiritual when he was 13. So if there is a grandfather at home, he will tell me, naan chesina adapal na telusra, pedda vaadapadaku, you are much more better guy than your father. So don't, self critical be to yourself so much. Now in these 3 dimensions, time has a different dimension. Yes or no? But the value or importance of time is same for everybody. Yes or no? Alexander during the last fag end of his life realized that he misutilized the entire life. Same is with Ashoka. Hello? Same is with Ashoka. Same is with Buddha also. Yes or no? It means they had, see, understand, had Buddha been Buddha at the age of 5, would he have been the same Buddha? No? Now tell me, in this youth perspective, this time dimension क्या क्या आएगा? ఎవడరాడు మరి ఫస్ట్ చదువుకోండిరా అంటే రే మీరందరు నాశనం అయిపోయారు. రే ఇవన్నీ ఉంటే అమ్మాయి ఆటోమేటిక్గా వచ్చింది, నన్ను నమ్ము. ఇవి లేకుండా వస్తే డెఫినెట్గా వెళ్ళిపోయింది, మళ్ళీ నన్ను నమ్ము. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఎడ్యుకేషన్ వాల్యూ సిస్టమ్, then okay, if you have decided to injure yourself, I will only be a spectator, I will not be a mentor. Okay, chalo next, that's all. I'll tell you what to write. These are just brainstorming what we are doing. We have not done the structuring yet, we are only doing the brainstorming. Has to be the widest. That's why I said think wide. That's why I opened the dimension humans. Believe me, it is important for others also, not only humans. It is important for, see, the animals know the value of time much better than you and me without a clock. I hope you understand this. The animals know the value of time much better than you and me without a clock. Without a clock, they do not have a clock. Have you ever seen a snake during broad daylight in the sun? Because it knows it is not supposed to come out in the sun. నీకు తెలుసు, కాకపోతే మెసేజ్ వచ్చింది, లెట్స్ మీట్. I cannot stop, I am unstoppable. And there, because you did not have the courage to tell, let's meet in the evening, I have a class to attend. Class le tokkale pustam moshindu, jump. What will happen? Only this will happen, this may not happen. Lately this will also not happen. Take it? Now when I am talking about career dimension, when I will talk about career, understand, I will not dwell upon the career, I will dwell upon a dimension. I fell into the vicious cycle of making career, I could not invest time in building this, I could not invest time in building this, I could not invest time in building this. Now the idea is, now that the time has lapsed, can I step into the same river twice? आई बात समझ में? You got busy in your career despite the fact that your mother asked you to talk at least once a day. The God was so cruel to you, he took away the mother from you. Now you got the career, you lost the mother. Now will you be able to get the same feeling again? No. That's the idea where you have your essay should be focusing upon. Not career building, that's not the idea. The same goes for, so you have to showcase that whatever you are doing, you are committed to it. Write a sentence in your book. Right place, right time, right dress. लिखो, right place, right time, right dress. Right place, RIGHT. She is thinking something else. She is stuck at those 4 letters. Right place, right time, right dress. इसको bracket बनाओ और this should be the guide of your life. If you follow these 3 lines in your life, nobody can point a finger at you ever in your life. Right place, right time, right dress. Neither your father, neither your mother, anybody elder in the family, society at large, even your boss. Nobody can point a finger at you. If you are wearing the right dress, if you are there at the right time, and you are there at the right place, nobody can question. Somewhere, wherever wrong has been done, some or this other dimension would be missing. You may wear a right dress, you may be on the right time, but the place may be, you may be in the right place, you may be at the right time. If the dress is wrong, again people will catch you. Every dimension is very, very important. Now, one more dimension can anybody talk related to? Can I step into the same river twice? Other than this, broad dimension I want. एक तो humans था. Second, నాకు పాలిటిక్స్ ఎకానమీ ఇవన్నీ రావద్దు, abstract కావాలి. हिस्ट्री लिखोगे मारूंगा. Even if you want to write about environment, you will open a dimension of now be core to the topic. One cannot step twice in the same river from the perspective of nature. बोलो. Nature confidence and other. I am asking you to tell, give an example from the perspective of nature that you cannot step into the same river twice. From the perspective, once you have destroyed the nature, you cannot rebuild the exact nature. The damage that has been done because you disturbed the nature can never be made good. It means whatever that part of the nature was supposed to support the life elsewhere, that you have taken away. So from that perspective, that abstract element you have to write with examples and references. And these examples and references should also be abstract. That's the beauty. These examples and references should also be abstract. You cannot give a GS reference here, मारूंगा. एक example दो abstract. In this dimension, you disturbed the nature, and that nature remained in that disturbed state of mind for a long period of time, and the humanity paid a huge cost for it. Any other example? She talks about some deforestation, technical word I don't understand.
We were in childhood, we used
Imaginative. Huh.
when we were in childhood, we used to visit more cleaner beaches. Now we are not able.
Okay, she is talking about the quality of water in the oceans has got disturbed beyond a point, that once clean oceans used to be now dirty water which you go and take selfies and all. That's what she said. I didn't say, she said. Huh. Extinction. He is talking about certain. Sir, kabhi soch. Acha, theek hai. We'll talk about that in some other class. Huh. One is the extension of some species. What else?
Like new technology, the birds and species are
Extinct हो गया. हाँ. Land. Land sealing. क्या बोला? Land. Landslide. Landslide is also a natural phenomenon also. No? Landslide is yes, human induced is there, but it is also a natural phenomenon.
So when people used to live in villages,
You mean to say humans actions have fastened that process? Maybe yes.
when the people lived in villages, and before urbanization, we used to have love with the land and everything.
The affection towards the nature. The affection towards the nature. See, please try to talk in more abstract terms, not technological terms. Imaginative. See, there is a symbiotic relationship between man and the nature. The air that you are breathing is artificial. The light that you are seeing is, the food that you are eating is adulterated. The water that you are drinking is dirty. The air that we are breathing is also useless. It's all because of we disturbed the nature. Now, can you ever go back, and that's the reason why some people are, suffering from major ailments, they are asked, what you call the dependents are asked to take them closer to the fresh oxygen. Fresh oxygen. Why? Because we have disturbed the nature in the surroundings. So when you write about this, you have to go. Now people are talking about certain forests being developed as rehab centers. Believe me, if you are suffering from something, breakup, we all go through at some point of time in our life. If you go closer to the nature, believe me, if you are a person who belongs to the nature, your pain will definitely go down. If, see, दो चीजें हैं, I know contradictory statement. Understand, see, the biggest gift of God is forgetfulness. The biggest gift of God to humankind is forgetfulness. Otherwise, you will remain in that state of pain for ever, and it will not allow you to do anything. And nature is known to be that medicine for any pain. The nature will absorb and give positive energy back to you. And when you talk about anything related to nature, and is the nature charging you anything? Did the nature charge you for the air that you breathe? Did the nature charge you for the water that you drink? Now that it is coming in Bisleri water, that is different. But still, but did the nature charge you anything for the soil? It gave everything for free. We only commoditized everything. The nature gave everything free to everybody. Is the animal that is feeding on another animal paying something? If I throw a 2000 rupees note in front of my dog, he will play with that note as if he is playing with any other toy. For that dog, that 2000 rupees has got no value whatsoever it is. You have commodified नेचर एंड पेइंग द कॉस्ट ऑफ इट. ऐसा एब्स्ट्रैक्ट में लिखना पड़ेगा. Learn the art of breaking the topic into abstract dimensions and then opening it to write. ठीक है. Now we'll do one thing. We'll stop here and next session we'll start with one new essay. We'll start and complete that essay. Maybe 1 or 2 essays I will do it for you. When I do, I will discuss with you. Gradually I will ask you to do and come, then we can discuss that essay in the classroom. ठीक है. अच्छा, whatever has been taught till now, I will take 2 minutes. Whatever has been taught till now, if anybody has any doubts, you may please ask. Whatever has been taught till now. No perfect answer. I will teach you. ఇంకా పెళ్ళి చూపులే అవుతున్నాయి. నువ్వు అప్పుడే క్వశ్చన్లు అడిగితే బాగోదు. కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్లు ఆఫ్టర్ సమ్ టైమ్. ది ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ ఐ టోల్డ్ యూ విల్ కమ్ 5th or 6th सिटिंग. यू गो टू डेंटिस्ट नो, पहला दिन ही सब ठीक कर देगा तो सेकंड डे जाएगा नहीं. तो आई विल ऑल्सो टेक सम टाइम, बट आई विल टीच यू एवरीथिंग. बिलीव मी, you will be happily writing more than 5,000 words. You will write happily. That's my promise. Don't worry. I'll teach you that.
So do we need to refer various sources for building some
Essay.
operations?
I will answer this question in the 3rd sitting. She is saying, shall I make a question bank of quotations? This is what you are asking.
Various sources.
Sources in the sense Bhagavad Gita, Quran and all.
We have to, like if we want to mention some sloka, we need to look at that. We need to know regarding.
Did anybody force you to write a sloka? I am a Muslim yaar. मैं लिखूं अव्वल अल्लाह नूर उपाय कुदरत के सब बंदे हैं.
हमें अगर कुछ एग्जाम्पल एक्सप्लेन करना है तो फिर लिखना तो पड़ेगा.
See, a wrong notion has been created that you have to write a quote, that you have to write a shloka. ये सब ये बदमाश की गलती है. ठीक है.
Not only slokas, some, as you said that in examples we need to give perspective of a person. So then how we
3rd class. You are in LKG. We will talk about this in the 3rd class. I will tell you what all dimensions, certain examples ka question bank you should have. See, what happens is, if you go from the question bank perspective, in the brainstorming you are trying to retrieve data. But in the brainstorming, I am not wanting you to retrieve data, I am wanting you to think. If you are a well connected person in the world, if you have been living in a society, you will get ample examples. Unless and until you were, after your birth, you were thrown in a room without any interaction, you came to UPSC, then writing exam, then things are difficult. Don't have to write anything. Believe me, you don't have to write anything. If a quote comes to you naturally, it is okay. You make your own quote. नीचे लिखो unknown. कौन पूछ रहा है साला? Even if you write some beautiful quote which is related to the teachings of Aristotle and you write Aristotle, who is going to question it? Will you go and see Aristotle ने बोला है क्या? Logic. ठीक है. Will not prepare as if we are preparing for intermediate IPE exam. आई बात समझ में? We are preparing as if I am thinking. See, you cannot question anybody's thinking and writing. Yes or no? You can always question source, but I cannot question your thought process. I can only better your thought process. I can filter your thought process, but I cannot question your thought process. आई बात समझ में? सत्यप्रिया, I will only try to filter your thought process, try to give you more clarity on your thought process. I will never try to change your thought process. Maybe when I give you some points, automatically your thought process will change. That's the idea of essay writing class. I will not teach you any essay writing. कोई इंट्रोडक्शन बाय हार्ट करो, कोट बाय हार्ट करो, संस्कृत श्लोक लिखो, मूवी का डायलॉग लिखो, ये कुछ नहीं बोलो. you will automatically write from your own perspective. Okay? That's the idea. See, in the examination hall, nothing will come to your mind what I will teach. Believe me, your ability to think how I have taught you will only help you in the examination, and you will write a beautiful essay and come out. If you come to 12 sessions, 140 is guaranteed. The only thing from your side would be you should be able to better your language. That will come with practice. If you are able to do that, nobody can stop you from getting 140. That's my promise.